Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. My name is Pawin Wacharapongwinit. Today, our group will discuss about how to strike a perfect balance between work and personal life. This presentation will take about 6 minutes. And this presentation is very helpful for those of you guys who think that it is difficult to keep the work-life balance because of competitive work life, noisy work surrounding, or unhealthy habits. And we will help you to come across this problem together in this presentation. We have divided our talk into 4 main parts. In the first part, Mr. Napat will talk about the way to know your limitation. Then Mr. Pudikit will discuss about how to prioritize the work. And Ms. Pinjadai will talk about healthy eating habits. And lastly, I will summarize these 3 topics in the last part of this presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to ask us and leave the question in the comments below. Okay, let's begin with Mr. Napat.
Okay, let's start for the first part. I will present about the limitation. The limitation in this case is like a human limit. It's like a physical limit or strength limit. We all have a different strength and weakness. Like somebody, they go to play sport more than learn, but in other hands, somebody they go to learn more than play sport. So after you know your strength and weakness, we will move on to assess your strength and weakness. So that's mean like if you go to play sport, you have to know durability of your body to get yourself relaxed or healthy.
Let's move to the next part. Prioritize to avoid burnout. Take a close look at everything you have to do. While everything may seem significant, the fact is you are dedicating a lot of time and energy to the wrong areas. As a result, you end up focusing on things that are tedious or less meaningful. To counter the time sucks of less essential tasks, you learn to prioritize your time. One of the easiest ways to do calculate time frames would be making it a point to focus on no more than 3 things that you want to complete today. Ideally, these should be tasks that have a purpose or will put you closer to achieving a goal. Of course, that strategy doesn't work for everyone. Luckily, there are several ways to prioritize your time. Something that works right now may not work later, so you will always keep a lookout for beneficial ways to prioritize your times.
All right, so let's move to the next topic. The next topic that's going to be taught is establish healthy eating. I would say that diet has a direct correlation to our mood on each day, which on the other hand, it can be said that if we eat well and having each meal on time as it should be, the probability that we will have a good mood on that day is high. In this slide, I provide some example about the ways to establish healthy eating habits so that you can somehow get the ideas about it. According to the previous point that I mentioned before, it leads to the next point, which is about eating right food at the right portion size. As you can see the figure on the slide, which is the pie chart. It is a chart that shows the approximate percent of the nutrients that we should consume in a day in order to get healthy. It recommends that the carbohydrate that should be consumed in a day is around 45 to 65%, which is the biggest portion. Fat is around 20 to 35%, and the protein is around 10 to 25%, which is the smallest portion. Moreover, one of the most important points is don't forget to drink water in appropriate portion as well. Last but not least, never let yourself get famished or too full in each meal. Because if you have a meal when you're super hungry, you might eat too much or not consider what to eat well enough, which may lead to unhealthy eating habits. And the last point is plan meals ahead of time in order to ensure that you eat a healthy, well-balanced meal.
In conclusion, there are 3 suggestions that we have told you before. The first one is to know your limitation, or it means that you should work on the work that you're good at it. Just put yourself in a proper position. The second one is to prioritize the work by level of importance. You should not focus to complete more than 3 works in a day. The last one is to establish healthy eating habit. You should consume protein around 10 to 25%, fat around 20 to 35%, and carbohydrate around 45 to 65% in one day. We hope that our suggestion will be beneficial for you guys. Now we have reached the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention. These are our members. Thank you.